I'm editing my thumbnail right now, y'all. My tooth hurts so bad. That's what it's first of all, before I edit, let me see. I forgot to post on my other YouTube channel yesterday. Oh, fuck. Gum killing me, y'all. These kids bad as hell over here. He just called that little boy everything in the book. We blow a channel up way fast. This is how we do it. If any of y'all have, listen, any of y'all have, oh my fucking tooth hurt, man. That's why I haven't been on here talking about. So, what else was I say? I fucking joking. I can't even. This shit irritating.
I like it. It's mine. The prices blow my mind.
All right, here we go. Brick Baby. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
We back.
That's right. Now you're a full-blown regular guest on here.
Hey, man, I'm trying to get in where I fit in, man.
That's right. That's right. Well, lots to talk about. But I think the biggest news in the hip-hop world is A$AP Rocky was acquitted on all gun charges.
On gun charges or all charges, period?
All charges, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My live reaction, you can see it live. We were live when he got his, the verdict was read. I'm happy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm happy. He's a GOAT.
Started
My
that YouTube
generation,
channel.
you know what I mean?
Blowing
You
up.
can see him
Let's
go
get
down
it,
to
go.
a jealous homeboy just telling on him. Now, I don't know if he got shot or not, you know what I mean? But to see a street dude turn rat plan not go through was awesome.
Talk about ASAP Telly.
Yeah, ASAP Telly, that's a good one here. It's like, bro, you went against the code. Nobody in the streets will ever deal with you again. And it didn't work. He went against some billions with a story of you taking some shells to the officer. I did not know that. Like, how did that make it to trial?
Yeah, well, basically, the police went to the crime scene, didn't find anything. He allegedly went back the next day and said he found some shells and turned them into the police. But what they say is he went to a firing range like around the same time and shot the same caliber gun. And they say that he probably took the shells from the firing range and tried to turn them in as...
I mean, that's the only thing that I see happening. I'm like, the police don't miss shells.
Yeah.
I mean, in a perfect world for a criminal, you wish police miss shells, but it's like, come on, bro. It don't matter if it's nighttime or not. They're out there. They have metal detectors. They have flashlights. They're doing everything. They said it's a shooting right here. It's a camera showing where a man was standing at. If they would, and I'm not saying that it wasn't shells because ASAP Rocky is saying that he shot a private gun?
Sorry, pistol, yeah.
So that kicks out shells too.
It does, yeah.
If people don't know about the prop gun, so it's like at some point either Rocky picked his shells up like a real gangster, like a mobster, which I doubt. Yeah, I just don't know.
Well, I think you would have seen that on camera, though.
Correct.
You would have seen him picking up the shells because there's video footage of what happened. Look, I don't believe that ASAP Telly had his knuckles grazed by bullets.
That's like when he dove for the ground. He
probably just crashed himself.
Because there's been plenty times that even when I've had my not to tell on myself, even when I was protected, if you don't hear, if you can't see where the fire is coming from, your first instinct is to get low first. And there's been times where I got low and dove up under something and scraped my knuckles up.
Right.
Plenty times, like I can show you, like plenty times, like to where something going on and you get low and like my knee scrape, my knuckles scrape. Even if I go back and protect myself and return fire, I'm still, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting case. This is the only case that I know of where there's a shooting, the victim is taking the stand, and the defendant still wins. Because usually in these cases, like the Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion situation, it usually goes bad for the defendant if there's a witness that testifies on stand. But I think in this case, ASAP Telly wasn't the most credible witness.
I don't say. I mean, for you, probably publicly, like maybe like a famous person, like a Stars case or something like that, a high profile case. But I've seen it.
So you've seen cases where victims go and point out the shooter, and it's still the shooter, the alleged shooter, beats the case.
Yeah, my brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my brother's case. Not to go into detail, he beat it 12 in the box though. I'm not saying he was or he wasn't the shooter, but the dude took the stand and he's like, it was him. I used to play basketball with him, or I used to play football with him, or whatever the case may be, right? And the lawyer's argument, because the age gap was like 5 years, so what Pop Warner team have you ever seen with a 5-year gap? You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me that you played sports with this dude, so the lawyer's argument, the closing argument was like, this is like the situation of Sally. And then he described Sally like, you know, you're in high school, you meet a girl named Sally at the party, you get her number, you guys never talk like that, you know what I'm saying? 3 years later, you see Sally in the mall, and Sally, like, hey, Sally, it's me, like, da-da-da-da. You go to tell her, like, why you ain't been in contact with me and talking or whatever, but I'm not Sally. There's people in this world that you swear that you've been next to. You get what I'm saying? And I think that is what kicked the case off, though.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Like, you know, like you swear that's that person, but it's almost impossible. Like Sally's 5 years younger than you. That's not the same Sally from middle school. You know what I mean?
Look, a lot of people are
What
getting
up,
on me
bro?
right now
Help,
because I
please.
kept
My motherfucker
saying,
tooth hurt. What's the deal?
you're facing 24 years, you're being offered a 6-month plea deal, you'll get out in 3 months. Take it. I would have taken it.
I would have too.
I would have taken it. And it's like, they're like, yeah, you owe Rocky an apology. No, I don't. Because I think knowing all the information that I knew at the time, and nothing new really came out in the trial.
Yeah.
They said it was a prop gun. ASAP Raleigh said it wasn't. You know, that there was some BS around Raleigh taking the stand. I get it. But that jury could have still said guilty.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I think that Rihanna showing up to court probably made a difference.
For sure. And that's what I'm like, you got to think who they going against. Like, the judge is in favor. Like, when have you ever seen the judge let somebody jump over and shit and all that shit? They didn't even get mad at him. They just let him celebrate whatever the case was. And the celebration is the sign of guilt. So, when you celebrate a win in that courthouse, to the extent that he did, it lets you know he really popped that thing.
Yeah, no, listen, like, that story, the defense doesn't make sense. You mean to tell me you got a problem with someone, you go meet them, you have a concealed carry permit,
Yeah.
you own legal guns,
Yeah.
but you bring a fake gun? You know, and me and Michael Chai White, the actor, we got into a whole argument about this yesterday. And my point is, having a fake gun, I feel is more dangerous than having a real gun.
Yeah, because if you put it out and somebody else got a real one, then you're
That's
really in trouble. Like, nobody's taking a fake gun to a squabble or that's out.
That's what I'm saying. Like I have real guns, and I listen. Like, I feel that, like, I never flash my guns. I don't carry them around unnecessarily. I feel that the point that I pull out my gun is not to calm things down; it's to kill somebody.
Shut up.
That's it. That's the only reason I would pull out a gun.
At the end of the
I'm not gonna pull it out and wave it around. Like, yeah, all right, everyone, chill out.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck other people have.
Yeah, you
and
got
not a prop
people.
gun. At the end of the day,
You got people that have gotten themselves killed like that, trying to, and you not paying attention to everybody, and the dude that catches your eye off guard is the one that shoots at you because he thinks you're serious.
oh, you know, there was a famous video that was circulated a couple of years ago where it was in Texas. This guy walks into, like, this restaurant with a gun and tells everyone to, you know, give up the money, right? And as he turns around, one of the people eating there pulls out a gun and shoots him. And he walks over to the body and he picks up the gun. He's like, "God damn, it's a fake gun!" And he, like, throws it down on the ground.
Oh, wow.
But at the end of the day, he's not charged with anything.
You can't.
He killed someone trying to rob a restaurant. He didn't know it was a fake gun. This guy was acting like it was a real gun and got his head blown off.
I don't know why people play in Texas. You know everybody got it.
Everyone's
It's like, why you even playing like that with them people, man? Like, you going in there like, okay, I understand it. We going in there trying to rob a business or whatever, a restaurant. But it's like, bro, the way everybody toting out there is like, bro, if you gonna rob somebody, you need to be like this with them.
Right.
And make
Put
sure
everyone
that
up against the wall,
Yeah.
on the ground.
You gotta be
He's
like,
there, his back is to, like,
you
half
gotta
the
come in
people.
like SWAT. You gotta be cornering everything off and securing everybody waistband, all that shit, cause it's going down.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm happy that Rocky's out. I met him once or twice.
Yeah.
Thought he was a cool dude. I think his music is dope.
Right.
I think his whole kind of overall style, like with the fashion thing, is dope. Him having 2 babies with Rihanna is dope. Like, I want him to win, but I'm also not gonna say, yes, like, I agree, he should have taken it to court. He should have thrown out that plea deal. No, I thought it was crazy.
Yeah.
I thought, because even the prosecution before, like, closing arguments was recommending 10 to 12 years. That's a lot.
That's
That's
crazy.
a lot to gamble with.
That's crazy. But I mean, I feel like Rocky knew something. This is where money talk, right? If I got go home, like 180 days in the LA County jail, well, granted on a violent crime, he might end up doing like a month and a half. But like 180 days LA County jail is usually like an in and out situation. You get what I'm saying?
He'll be in
Like,
PC. He's too big of a celebrity to be in general
yeah, but it's like literally like if I take 180 days for like crime that's not violent or whatever, and I go to the county jail, and I got 180 days, I'll be out in like 3 to 4 days. That's the system. It's like
That quick?
because it's county time. They so crowded that they kicking out the people that's doing county time. Because it's when they say so you're gone. Maybe if you got some violence involved a little bit, like a domestic violence, and you doing 180 days, they might make you sit there for a month and a half.
I mean, he didn't shoot at somebody, so. I mean,
But
that's a violent crime.
the in and out situation, 180 days to me, like, I would have been like, look, bro, I'm taking that to probation. But he had to know something. Either it was the lawyer's relationship with the judge, it was the fact that you're saying that it's not Rocky Spears, but any white kid that's 35 or 40 and under is probably an ASAP Rocky fan just as much as they were a Kendrick Lamar fan.
Well, yeah, it was 7 women, 5 men.
Yeah.
None of them were black.
Yeah, but what was the age? And if they're not a fan of Rocky, all of them were fans of Rihanna.
Well, no, hold on. I think maybe one of the women was black.
Yeah.
I think one of the females was black. Yeah. Because I remember seeing an interview with her afterwards, I believe. But listen, yeah, everyone's a Rihanna fan. Rihanna showed up front row. Like,
And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
no, listen, man, I'm happy. I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm just saying that's a risk I wouldn't take. I would have just taken my plea deal, kept it moving.
To end what I was saying was, they had to know something, because it's like, all right, man,
Maybe.
we go in here, look, I'm turning down this, the judge is telling us, or somebody, an insider, maybe even the DA, like, look, in trial, it's gonna look ugly, you know what I'm saying, we gonna make sure, because who's chancing fucking 12 years when they could take 6 months? I just don't see it not being like an insider thing that it's like, you got a 98% chance of winning, so let's just do this, and you don't have a record. Because they were blaming it on sponsorships and all that, and he could have presented it to the judge under there and with a little Rolls Royce incentive.
Well, but the judge didn't. The judge doesn't vote.
I know.
It's the jury.
I know.
So, I mean, the judge could do certain things, but ultimately the jury is the one that decides.
Yeah, but
And they unanimously decided not guilty.
the judge is the one that allows certain evidence and makes the defense or the what do you call the other people? The defense and the prosecution. He can make the prosecution look stupid every time that he says something up there in order to persuade the jury to, you know.
Yeah, man, listen, I'm happy he's free. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to be shooting any more guns in the foreseeable future.
I feel like he gonna feel like he John Gotti. Yeah, I mean, Tony Montana, you gotta stay the fuck out the way of him.
Teflon Don?
Yeah, come on, man. It ain't nothing to beat another one. My wife go, you know what I mean? That ain't nothing but my allowance.
Glock back with the switch now.
Yeah. Now that switch is what's getting everybody ass in trouble. Everybody in jail for a button right now. That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Lil Zay Osama is doing 14 months.
No Limit Cairo, the King Lil Gay dude.
Lil J?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got like a bunch of years recently, right?
For the switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 years or something?
Yeah, like 8, 9 years, yeah. And he's still running around with punks. They releasing videos with him with I mean, I'm sorry. He's still running around with those type of people.
Gay people.
Yeah.
Well, he's gay. Or bisexual, whatever.
Did he finally come out openly and say it? He's still denying that he's a goon.
I mean, you know, you got dudes sitting on his lap and the whole night.
They got new ones. Yeah. Like, they dropping them left and right.
Right, he's just come out. Be like, he's like the first, like, gangster, gay drill rapper from Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, like, who is he hiding it for? His kids? Because every adult knows. I mean, everyone knows. So it's like, at this point, you might as well go ahead, come home, and do what you love, bro.
Well, Charleston White is currently in jail with no bail for 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in Texas.
Fuck Charleston White.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sad to see him in jail.
Yeah.
He said all types of real foul shit. He said he thinks, like, when he said he hopes my kids die, and, like,
yeah, well, I hope
just
he
all
don't
types
drop
of
the
real
soap
foul
with
shit.
it. I hope they do everything to him 3 fingers in his ass, all type of shit. I
3 fingers in his ass.
violated. Hey, listen, however it go, but he said, yeah. I hope they fuck him. All that shit that he been doing. Cause this the thing. This is what happens when you play both sides of the fence. You're playing both sides of the fence. You know what I mean? Don't be late. He playing both sides of the fence, and he's tricking people to make it seem like he's a community activist.
You know he's not.
Yeah, that's my boy Hollywood homeboy. But you're tricking the world to believe that you're for the community, and the stuff that's going on in Chicago is like outright inhumane, and it is. It is, but the wrong voice though. Like, fuck Chicago all over the world. He thinks that gangbanging is this, is that, and that. But everything that you do, if you are a law-abiding citizen, you have never been in harm's way enough to shoot your pistol. One time you got hit in your face and the person was still at the barbershop, you could have called the police, like you encourage everybody else to do. Whatever just happened this time, I'm pretty sure that it was a gap in whatever went on. What was the case again? What was the incident?
We don't know.
I think I just.
But like this, the fact that he's in jail and there's no bond, but no one's got information around the incident.
I think somebody leaked some information about the incident, but that's not here nor there. But every time you're using not force, you're not protecting yourself. You're shooting at these people like a gangster. Every time that you make a threat to somebody, you're making a threat like a gangster. You're the type of dude that wants to see all the Asian people, or what was it, Chinese people, kids get armed and all type of, like, bro, you like the epitome of a community activist. Like, you're the worst person for the community, because you'll tell on the black man and you'll kill a black man, and then you'll clown a black man for not being a gangster and standing on his business and spinning for his dead homeboy, but then you'll go over here to his community and tell him, hey, it's not right to slide, and those people that's over here that's sliding, whatever, we want them exiled, give them the most time, but you participate in the street activities. I wish they throw you the book.
Yeah, I think that what Charleston probably thought was, hey, I'm gonna sit here and insult all these people in the worst possible way, and if they ever come for me, I'll either call the police or I'll shoot them. You know, I'll use some sort of weapon. And you've seen him pepper spray people. You've seen him stab somebody. Remember, there's a knife that he pulled out and I think cut somebody that tried to run up on him. And I think he was.
That was kind of, yeah. That was Plug guy. The person that posted that got cut. I think that was like a skit, but.
Think it was a skit? I don't know. Well, anyways.
Cause I interviewed. I mean.
Okay. He pepper sprayed Soldier Boy.
He hit him with the back of the knife on top of his head.
Okay. He pepper sprayed Soldier Boy. He pepper sprayed this other dude.
What the
pepper sprayed the other dude the same day that he stabbed the dude in the head.
Right.
That was real. Not Trip Star.
They're supposed to do like a celebrity boxing match. The dude like shoved him. So.
No, he went and told him that shit you saying about Nipsey. We don't fuck with that. Like.
Yeah. No. There was a boxing dude.
Yeah,
there was like a weigh-in. And then, like, the dude
yeah,
shoved
that's the
him.
same dude that he allegedly stabbed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All of that was in contract, the spray and all that. I think because it was so viral when Soldier Boy did it, I think he got paid to get sprayed. Then they issued. You know, all checks. Charleston White was and DW Flame were the only two people to get paid. They issued out checks that were bounced afterwards, but yeah. They also had, what other altercation did he have? So Soldier Boy was Miami. It was.
I mean, he got into it with Bob James, but nothing physical happened. But they got in each other's faces.
He pulled a pistol out on a podcast on somebody over.
Yeah, there was that situation. Yeah, I feel like Charleston thought that I'm gonna keep pushing the line, and I'm gonna use weapons when I feel I want to use them. But in a lot of cases, you're not as justified as you think you are once you start breaking down the situation.
Exactly.
You start seeing that, well, actually, Charleston may have been the aggressor in certain situations.
Exactly.
This may be the case where he may have been the aggressor. aggravated assault. 2 counts of aggravated assault. That means you shot somebody.
Yeah, I don't know at what point do they label him a menace. Like, yeah, that means I mean, you can shoot at somebody and it still be aggravated assault, or you can up it on them.
Okay, so pulling a gun on someone, that's
aggravated assault with a fire. Whoa, not aggravated assault. That's assault with a deadly weapon. So aggravated assault, yeah, Aggie, I think you damn near got to hit somebody for aggravated assault.
You have to, you have to create, I think, permanent damage or something like that.
Yeah.
So if you give someone a black eye, that's not aggravated assault. But if you give someone eye damage, permanent eye damage, then that's aggravated assault.
Yeah, it's like great bodily injury. So yeah, he probably shot that person.
Well, now he's in jail.
Yeah, with no bond. And
no bond.
And this is the crazy thing. I got pulled over when I was in Fort Worth one time. I was with 607. He was outside. He pulled off. He thinks that he's a superstar. He is. Now, that's my boy. But I was with 607. I don't know if you hip to him yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, so we did an OG Percy interview. The OG dude from Hoover out there in Texas. And it was the first time that I sat down with a Hoover on camera. It was legendary for me. You know what I'm saying? Shuttle Grove. Even though it was an out-of-towner, you gotta crawl before you walk. So I started there, then I did one with the Hoovers out here. So I get pulled over. I go to the gas station. I'm playing around at the gas station. I'm in good spirits. I see the smokers out there. I see the J-Cats. I'm out there fucking with them. Like playing like I'm about to serve them. Like, it's shit that I be doing in the hood. But then, like, I don't just make fun of them. I act like I got some dope. And I give them some money. Like, bro, I'll leave that shit alone. You know what I mean? Like, man, go eat with that. Don't go get high. Even though they gonna go get high. So I guess this is a hot zone, like a fentanyl zone. So the police, I guess, were like doing surveillance. Soon as we pulled off, 10 cars get behind me. They searching the car. So they like, what would you do? I'm like, I did an interview with OG Percy. They're like, oh, OG Percy. They're like, did you get this weed from OG Percy? I'm like, bro, I'm from California. Weed flies around here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, long story short, I'm like, y'all know Charleston White? I'm like, Charleston White, they need a part of the task force. They're like, fuck Charleston White. He filed like 70 complaints against me. Like, the police are out to get him in Fort Worth. Like, don't think that the police like him either. The trolling shit that he does and all those false calls and all that shit that the paperwork that they have to do because this motherfucker wants to just be irate and stand out on the internet, they hate him in Fort Worth.